Hello and welcome to our the next sitting on our summer vacation special series. And here in this class, we are about to cover number and gender. Obviously, in your grammar book, these two chapters are belonging to two different chapters, two different units indeed. But here we will be covering them as a singular and combined discussion, both for class 3 and 5. Basically, class 5 is observing this one as their first lecture given in this duration of summer vacation, while in case of class 3 we have already completed a sitting on the classifications of noun. Since this very chapter, the classifications or kinds of noun has been already covered in the normal classroom situation, we are not repeating that lecture for class 5 once again. If you want to see, if you want to observe the lecture, then you can definitely visit your YouTube channel of Genius Public School, and it is open to you all. You can watch it whenever you want. So when we are coming to this discussion on numbers and genders, we will be just specifically following a diagram. To my all students, my first request is to observe this class very well, watch this minutely, and after having this watched, what you will have to do is you will have to take down the particular presentation that I am sharing as a WhatsApp thread format in your dedicated communities. Take that down in your C1, and then obviously after all the things, you will have to inscribe all the homeworks of the book. The book based homeworks are to be inscribed in your C2. So first observe the lecture, then take down the presentations in C1, and then accomplish all the book based homeworks in your C2. This is a raw recording, that means I will not be putting forward too many editings on this. I will be directly uploading this to your YouTube channel so that the time can be consumed. এডিটিংয়েও একটা আলাদা করে টাইম যায়। আমি সরাসরি এখান থেকেই পুরো ভার্সনটা বলে সবার সামনে যা প্রেজেন্ট করার করে দেবো। তোমরা প্রত্যেকে একবার জাস্ট একটা জেন্টল রিমাইন্ডার দিয়ে রাখি, যে প্রেজেন্টেশনটা দেওয়া হবে তার সঙ্গে ক্লাসটাকে রিলেট করবে, সিঙ্ক করবে, এক একটা জায়গায় দেখে প্রয়োজন মাফিকভাবে পজ করবে, সো দ্যাট ইউ ক্যান আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড which section is getting imparted at which portion. So let us come to numbers. Now from our earlier study, we already know what number is. Nouns can be identified or classified in two numbers, singular number and plural number, that we know. Whenever a noun is designating a person, an idea, an animal, a place or a thing, these kinds of things are presented as the number of one. When one person, one idea, one thing, place or animal is getting designated, then we call it the singular number, and the plural number is exactly opposite. Whenever we are representing something more than one, be it the person, place, animal, thing, idea, whatsoever, whenever there is the sense of more than one, this is the plural number. Now the case is, whenever we are studying this dissection of singular and plural, the formation of plural number can be of two types: regular plural and irregular plural. First, we will be dividing the construction of the regular plurals into 6 fundamental rules. I will be mentioning the rules as per the presentation, and let me tell you that this very presentation is going to be shared. এই প্রেজেন্টেশনটাই তোমাদেরকে প্রত্যেককে C1 এ ইনস্ক্রাইব করতে হবে। So regular plural and irregular plural. Okay? A total of 7 rules will be delivered right now. Out of those, 6 rules will be the formation of regular plural, and there will be 1 rule on the formation of irregular plural. In fact, that will be more of an example rather than the rules. So we must not be forgetting that whenever we are adding s to most of the nouns, how do we form the plural numbers? By means of adding s to most of the nouns. So whenever we are following that rule, we have to remember, just look at the presentation and try to relate. Nouns that are not basically getting ended with the letters or the clusters like s, যেগুলো s দিয়ে শেষ হচ্ছে না, ডাবল s দিয়ে শেষ হচ্ছে না, বা sh, ch, x or z, এই লেটারগুলো দিয়ে যাদের কোনো রকমের কোনো এন্ডিং পার্ট হচ্ছে না, then nouns that are not getting ended with y, nouns that are not getting ended with f, in all such cases of examples we will add s after the noun in order to make the plural number. So what are the exceptions? We will be following all these exceptions as our further rules. Nouns that are basically not getting ended with s, double s, sh, ch, x, z, f and y, in all these cases, এগুলো ছাড়া যে সমস্ত অন্যান্য লেটার্সগুলো দিয়ে শেষ হচ্ছে, তোমরা রুলস ওয়াইজ পরপর সিরিয়ালি অলরেডি পেয়েই যাবেন, স্টিল আই এম রিপিটিং, we are adding s as a formation of plural number. Say for example, school, from school to schools, from singular school to plural schools. What are we getting in the ending part? L. তার মানে যে ক্লাস্টারগুলো অলরেডি আমরা এখানে ডিসক্রাইব করলাম বা মেনশন করলাম, সেই সমস্ত ক্লাস্টারের বাইরের জিনিসগুলো এখানে রিপ্রেজেন্টেড হচ্ছে, অন্যান্য লেটার দিয়ে শেষ হচ্ছে। অ্যাপার্ট ফ্রম দ্য লেটার্স অ্যান্ড দ্য ক্লাস্টার্স, ক্লাস্টার মিনস আ গ্রুপ অফ লেটার্স, the letters and the clusters that I have recently mentioned, these endings are other than them. School, schools, only the addition of s. From girl to girls, l দিয়ে দুটোর ক্ষেত্রেই শেষ হলো। Okay, let us try to make out another example from student, ending with t. এই ক্লাস্টারগুলোর মধ্যে একটাও নয়, students, only the addition of s. Bag, bags. Okay, all these things. Secondly, এবার আমরা তাহলে পরের জায়গাটাতে আসি। We are having the words which are getting precisely ended with double s, sh, x, ch and z. S, double s, sh, ch, x and z. These six. Second rule. In all these cases, we are adding es to the noun. Okay? কোন কোন লেটারের ক্ষেত্রে আমরা es অ্যাড করব, কোন কোন ওয়ার্ডের ক্ষেত্রে es অ্যাড করব না, যাদের শেষে লেটার বা ক্লাস্টার হিসেবে, যেহেতু আমি ক্লাসটা এক প্রকার অনলাইনে ডেলিভার করছি, this is not a direct interaction and direct board work, therefore from time to time I will have to be bilingual so that you may follow in your homely premise. So words that are getting ended with double s, sh, ch, x, z and s itself, এই ছ ধরনের প্রেজেন্টেশনের ক্ষেত্রে আমরা যে জিনিসটা পাচ্ছি, we will add es in the making of plural noun. Examples can be made of from a number of things. যদি s দিয়ে শেষ হচ্ছে আমরা ধরি bus, from bus to buses, so bus, that is the main spelling as you all know. In the plural formation we are having only es, buses, from bus to buses. Then let us come to an example of a word where in the last part we are finding out double s, tigress, lioness, air hostess, poetess, some kinds of things. In all these cases we will add only es in terms of the plural formation. Let us have one example, lioness, lionesses. So the main spelling will be written lioness, double s দিয়ে already শেষ হচ্ছে. Alongside that we are only adding es in order to make the plural. Follow the presentation and here you will have a whole lot of examples where we are having the nouns getting ended with double s. So we have covered the examples of the words ending with s and double s. Let us have the words which are getting ended with beg your pardon, sh. From match to matches, match, and as a plural formation what we are having, matches. From batch to batches, one batch of students, many batches of students, batch, ch the ending ta holo, then with the main spelling we are having only the addition of es, that means making it batches, match, matches, batch, batches. So these are the examples where we can see the nouns that are getting ended with sh, we are having an addition of es as a matter of formation of the plurals. Now there are other three examples, এমন তিনটে লেটার আরও আছে, এগুলো গেল ক্লাস্টার, ss এবং sh একটা ক্লাস্টার, s একটা লেটার অলরেডি আমরা করে নিয়েছি যেগুলো দিয়ে এন্ডেড হচ্ছে, আরও 3 লেটার্স এরকম এক্সাম্পলের মধ্যে আমরা পাবো, after which es can be added as a manner of plural number formation. Say for example we are just taking the example of x. Words that are getting ended with x will have es in their plural formation. Say for example from box to boxes, boxes. But in case of not all the words that are getting ended with x, we will find the addition of es. এর কিছু অল্টারেশনও আছে, কিছু এক্সেপশনসও আছে, যেমন অক্স থেকে আমরা অক্সেস কখনো বলি না, we would say oxen. So some of the exceptions are there, we will have to remember that. After x we are finding out the words which are getting ended with z দিয়ে যাদের এন্ডিং হচ্ছে, in those cases also we get the addition of es. Say for example if we just take one particular things right from this panel of the examples. If we say the word buzz, buzz, buzz is a particular sound, the sound of the wings of the flies can be related to this particular word. From buzz to buzzes, our very special word quiz, from quiz, the singular quiz, we are having quizzes. So getting ended with z and having es as their plural formation, as a rule of their plural formation, clear? And another letter that I was precisely talking about, there are some cases where the words which are getting ended with o will find the addition of es as their plural formation. সব ক্ষেত্রে ও এর সঙ্গে এটা হয় না, বাট কিছু কিছু এক্সাম্পলস যেরকম রয়েছে সেখানে ও এর সাথে es যোগ করে প্রেজেন্টেশনটা হয় প্লুরালে। সাপোজ ফ্রম ম্যাঙ্গো টু ম্যাঙ্গোস, সো ইন case of this particular formation, we will have the spelling mangoes from mango to mangoes. But similar জিনিসটা আমরা বাফেলোর ক্ষেত্রে বলতে পারবো না. So in case of O, some of the plural numbers can be formed from this particular cluster of ES. So the addition of S and ES are done. Let us move towards the orientation of having IES. Words that are getting ended with precisely Y sometimes find their plural expression by means of getting attached to the cluster IES. Clear? Many examples are there. বাট আই এর ক্ষেত্রেও এখানে একটা জিনিস বলা ভীষণ রকমভাবে প্রয়োজনীয়, যে প্রতিটি ওয়ার্ড যেগুলো ওয়াই দিয়ে শেষ হচ্ছে, ওয়াই এর ক্ষেত্রে অ্যাকচুয়ালি, আই এর ক্ষেত্রে নয় সরি, তো প্রতিটি ওয়ার্ড যেখানে ওয়াই দিয়ে শেষ হচ্ছে সেখানে কিন্তু আমরা অলওয়েজ আইইএস এর ফরমেশনটা পাই না. কিছু কিছু ক্ষেত্রে এমন ওয়ার্ডস আছে যেখানে ওয়াই এর পর ডাইরেক্টলি এস অ্যাডেড হচ্ছে. সো সাম ওয়ার্ডস আর দেয়ার উইচ আর ফলোয়িং দ্য ক্লাস্টার অফ আইইএস and there are some words which are having directly S after Y. So let us have some of the examples where we will have IES in terms of plural formation from baby to babies. The spelling of singular baby, B-A-B-Y, it is getting changed into babies, B-A-B-I-E-S. Y টা replaced হয়ে গেল এখানে. Okay, from sit to cities, C-I-T-Y, it is getting changed into C-I-T-I-E-S. So baby, babies, addition of IES instead of Y, in place of Y. City to cities, addition of IES replacing the Y. Furthermore examples, lady, from lady we say ladies and gentlemen whenever we are about to start an informal speech. Bhadra Mahodoy এবং ভদ্র মহোদয়াগণ, that is a equivalent Bengali expression. So L-A-D-Y, this Y is getting replaced by ladies, L-A-D-I-E-S. These are the examples where Y is replaced by IES. Now the second one that we will follow where Y is not changed, Y এর পর ডাইরেক্ট S বসে প্লুরাল ফরমেশন হয়, এরকম বেশ কিছু এক্সাম্পলস আমরা পাবো. অলরেডি উই হ্যাভ মেনশনড আ নাউন বয়, ইট ইজ গেটিং এন্ডেড উইথ ওয়াই, বাট এখানে কিন্তু ওয়াইকে চেঞ্জ করে অন্য কোনো ক্লাস্টার আসছে না, একদম প্লুরাল নাম্বারে ডাইরেক্ট আমরা স্পেলিং পাচ্ছি BOYS. From toy to toys, TOYS. So we have already followed three orientations of plural making: the addition of S, addition of ES, and addition of IES. Addition of IES is only possible when the word is getting ended with Y, semi-vowel, but it has to be said, just a gentle reminder, that not in case of all the words which are getting ended with Y we would add IES. We have already covered the examples. Now let us come to our fourth rule. Whenever a word is getting ended with F, we have here the addition of the cluster VES in terms of the plural number formation. Say for example, from leaf we have leaves, L-E-A-F, leaf, we have formed L-E-A-V-E-S, leaves. Similar examples can be drawn by taking the word calf, bachu, C-A-L-F, calf, to C-A-L-V-E-S, calves. From hoof to hoofs. So in all these orientations where a word is getting ended with F, we are having the fundamentality of adding the cluster VES. This is our fourth rule. Let us come to the fifth one, that is some nouns change completely. These are the things that we call irregular plurals. Irregular plurals are those where the singular noun is completely changed in the plural formation. That means we don't have any orientation where we can see the additions of these letters or clusters are getting paid off. The word is completely transformed into a plural number. Say for example, from man to men, from women to women, from child to children, from tooth to teeth. All these are the examples of irregular plurals. So just let us have a recapitulation once again. The addition of S, addition of ES, addition of IES, and the addition of VES we have covered. Then we have got here the fifth one, irregular plurals and static plurals. What are the static plurals? Where there is no variation between the singular number and the plural number. A very few examples are there, 3 examples are precisely there where no difference can be found between the singular and the plural number. What are the 3 examples? From sheep to sheep, we are talking about the sheep, lamb, S-H-E-E-P, there is no change in the plural. From deer to deer, no change in the plural, we are talking about deer, that means the herbivorous animal deer, horin. From fish to fish, F-I-S-H, the plural is also same, but here mention can be made of an exception. Whenever we are finding out a soul of same species of fish, the plural will be fish. Whenever there is the diversity of the species, then the plural formation will be fishes. That means es will be added. So here we cover our chapter discussion on numbers. So we have covered the definitions of singular number and plural number. Singular numbers suggest one in number, be it any person, place, thing, animal, or idea. Plural suggests more than one, being more than one. Singular numbers are definitely, whenever we are finding out a singular noun, it's the root word, the root noun, and plural can be made, can be formed by following these 6 or 7 formation rules. 6 or 7, why did I say such? Because in case of some of the letters we have seen the exception. তো সেখানেই 6 থেকে 7 এর একটা মোটামুটি একটা রেঞ্জ আমরা রিপ্রেজেন্ট করছি, নট পিওরলি 6, নট পিওরলি 7 or 8, যে বইতে যেরকমভাবে ডিসকাশন করেছে তার উপর বেস করে আমরা ক্রাক্সটাকে তুলে আছি। তাহলে পরপর একদম 1 2 3 4 করে সিরিয়ালি কিন্তু নাম্বারটা আসবে, সিরিয়ালি কিন্তু লসগুলোকে লেখা হবে। অ্যাডিশন অফ এস, ইএস, আইইএস, ভিইএস, দেন ভিএস এর পরে আগের এক জায়গাটা একটা থাকছে যেখানে আমরা ওয়াই এর পরে কোনো রকমের কোনো চেঞ্জ পাচ্ছি না, দ্যাট ইজ দ্য ফিফথ ওয়ান। দেন ইররেগুলার প্লুরাল where the word is completely changed, and then last there is coming the orientation of what? Static plurals, where the word is not at all changed except the word fish, the example of which has been already made. Having said this, we will be venturing to the world of gender, and gender are the nouns that shows whether a noun is male or female or neutral. 4 kinds of genders are there, we know. Masculine gender stands for the identification of the male ones, while feminine gender stands for the identification of the female ones of a species or of a kind. Neuter genders particularly suggest the non-living objects, and common genders are those where basically the masculine and feminine identity is not important. It's a common identity. Okay? So these are the very basic things that we have to remember whenever we are dividing a noun, whenever we are classifying a noun into 4 genders: masculine for males, feminine for females, neuter for non-living objects, and common, which is common for both male and female. We will just have to follow the trails of examples. Masculine numbers suggest the male of a person or an animal. Dog, lion, tiger, leopard, man, all these things are the representations of male identities. Drake, then we are having obviously peacock or peafowl, both the things can be mentioned. Rooster or cock, these are the male identities. And if we just go on to define feminine gender, here we have the definition that feminine gender is the identity of the females of any species. It may be a person or maybe any animal or bird species. So from man, obviously here we have women. If we just change the number from men to women, from lion to lioness, from tiger to tigress, from peafowl or peacock to peahen, all these examples are there. From drake to duck, we are basically associated with the commonalities of the examples. We just follow the charts. Interestingly, in case of our representation of our class on numbers and genders, we are not only representing the thread, কিছু ক্ষেত্রে তোমরা দেখবে কিছু নোটসের স্ক্রিনশট ট্যাবুলার ফরমেশনে এখানে তোমাদের কমিউনিটিতে রিপ্রেজেন্ট করা হয়েছে। তো এই কমিউনিটিতে রিপ্রেজেন্ট করা যে ট্যাবুলার ফরমেশনগুলো রয়েছে তোমরা দেখেই বুঝতে পারছো দ্যাট ইউ উইল হ্যাভ টু ড্র দ্য টেবলস, ইউ উইল হ্যাভ টু ড্র দ্য কলামস whenever a number change based question is arisen or whenever we are having the perspective of changing the genders. So masculine and feminine identity is clear. Neuter gender, it suggests all the non-living things. We just have associated our concept with that. This is a toy, this is a neuter gender. We are not bothered with the gender of this dog because this is a non-living object primarily. All these things, this is also a toy which is a non-living object. This is particularly a sculpture. This is a non-living object. All the things that are not related to the living beings cannot be specified as male or female, and neuter gender is an umbrella term to designate those things in particular. And when we are having this identity common gender, it is common to both males and females. Whenever we say students, it's a common. Boy students are also students, girl students are also students. বাংলায় অবভিয়াসলি জিনিসটা চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে, আমরা ছাত্রের যে বিপরীত জেন্ডার স্ত্রীলিঙ্গ হিসেবে আমরা ছাত্রী উল্লেখ করছি, তার মানে এখানে বাংলার ফরমেশনটা একেবারেই আলাদা। বাট ইন ইংলিশ when we are saying students, teachers, police, doctor, engineer, basically these professions and the other things, whenever we are finding them, they don't have any specific gender based identity. Child, আমরা boy child, girl child বলতে পারি, but that is not basically incorporating any sense of distinction of masculinity or femininity. So all these are the examples of common genders, which is common for both the male and females of a species. So like we have already discussed rules of formation of the plural numbers, in case of gender formation also, in case of the formation of the feminine genders in particular, there are some rules. And here, as I can see in my presentation right here in the thread, we have here 4 particular rules by means of which, by following which, we can render a masculine gender into a feminine one. So what are those rules? Only by some masculine genders can be rendered into feminine gender by means of the addition of the cluster ESS. আমরা প্লুরালে এরকম ধরনের একটা কথা একটু আগে বলছিলাম, যেখানে এসএস যোগ হচ্ছে, এখানে ক্লাস্টারটা খেয়াল করবে ESS. So from tiger to tigress, when we are having this, the spelling is getting changed into TIGRESS. এগুলো যখন তোমরা লিখবে, you can follow one thing. Whenever you are write down the examples in your C1, underline these clusters very carefully, right? Just underline them. Lion, lioness. Leopard also has a feminine gender, leopardess. From poet to poetess, from host to hostess. In all these things, the examples that we are finding out here, they follow the addition of the cluster ESS whenever we are making the feminine gender. Our second rule is incorporating the notion that by using completely different words, we can form the feminine genders. What are such kind of examples? As we all know, from king to queen, from man to men, okay? From mother to father, grandfather, grandmother, uncle, aunt, brother, sister. So in all these orientations, the identity of the masculine gender and the feminine gender are turning out to be completely different by means of the additions of different words. There has been no link in the words. যখন আমরা ESS add করছিলাম, we are basically retaining the root word, and on the basis of that, a moderation of ESS were being added. Now, in this particular case or this scenario, the word is completely changed. ঠিক যেরকমভাবে আমরা ইরেগুলার প্লুরালের ক্ষেত্রে ওয়ার্ড চেঞ্জ করেছিলাম, ম্যান থেকে মেন, ঠিক সেরকমভাবে এখানে ম্যান থেকে উইমেন বা মেন থেকে উইমেন যখন হচ্ছে, the formation of the words are getting changed, completely new word is getting introduced. Rule number 3, by adding a word before the main word, before or after the main word or the root word. Suppose, say for example, goat. The male goats are generally known as he goats, whereas the female ones are known as she goats. বাংলায় আমরা রাম ছাগল বলি অবশ্যই মেল গোটসকে, তো তাদের একটা স্পেসিফিক ইংলিশ টার্ম আছে হি গোট, বিকজ অফ দ্যাট স্মার্ট অ্যান্ড ম্যাসকুলাইন আইডেন্টিটি. Goats are really smart animals, definitely. Other than that, if we just take the word servant, whenever a man is serving up for our house, we call it male servant. Whenever there is the role of a female, we call it female, the maid servant. Man, male servant, female one, maid servant. Okay? Milkman. মিল্কম্যান থেকে মিল্কমেড, যদিও এটা এই উদাহরণগুলোর মধ্যে আসবে না, এটা কমপ্লিটলি ওয়ার্ড যেখানে চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাচ্ছে। এর আগের ফরমেশনটা যেটা আমরা রুল আলোচনা করেছিলাম, দ্য সেকেন্ড রুল, বাই গেটিং দ্য ইন্ট্রোডাকশন অফ দ্য নিউ ওয়ার্ডস, সেখানে এটার আলোচনা অনেক বেশি করে খুঁজে পাওয়া যাবে। সো দিজ আর দ্য ওয়ার্ডস, আর কী কী এখানে অ্যাড করা যেতে পারে, মোর অর লেস এই এক্সাম্পলসগুলো দিয়ে চলতে পারে। অ্যান্ড বাই চেঞ্জিং দ্য এন্ডিং, sometimes we actually render the feminine genders from hero to heroine. The termination portion, the tail part is getting changed, the tail part of the word, from master to mistress, from emperor to empress. Although এই যে চেঞ্জিং এর কথাটা বলছি, এই চেঞ্জিংটা কোনো না কোনোভাবে ফার্স্ট যে জায়গাটা আমরা আলোচনা করেছিলাম, ESS এর যে রুলটা আমরা আলোচনা করেছিলাম, সেই রুলের সঙ্গে অনেকটা ম্যাচ করে যাচ্ছে। ফান্ডামেন্টালি দেয়ার আর 4 রুলস। ESS একটা ডিস্টিংক্ট জায়গা, ওয়ার্ডস গেটিং কমপ্লিটলি চেঞ্জড, new words or clusters are getting added with the prefix or suffix, that is one rule, and the termination portion is getting situationally changed, that is another rule. So these are the fundamental discussions on genders. যেহেতু বললাম এটা একটা র রেকর্ডিং, আমি এখানে এডিটিংয়ের জন্য বেশি সময় খুব একটা নেব না, বিকজ আই নিড টু ডেলিভার দ্য লেকচার্স অ্যাজ সুন অ্যাজ পসিবল। সেই কারণের জন্য এটা আমি ডাইরেক্টলি চ্যানেলে আপলোডেড করছি। দিস ইজ সাচ আ হিউজ সাইজ ইন টার্মস অফ দ্য গিগাবাইটস দ্যাট ইট ক্যান নট বি ডাইরেক্টলি সেন্ট টু দ্য হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ কমিউনিটিস অর থ্রু ইমেল। সেই জন্যই চ্যানেল এবং লিঙ্কের এই ব্যবস্থাপনা সবার জন্য করা। My sincere request, you people will be properly following these short class lectures with due dedication and regularity. Take down the presentations whichsoever are attached to the lecture, এটা পরেই দেখতে পাবে নোটিশ আকারে রয়েছে, and accomplish the exercises. So for class 3, your exercises for C2 will be concentrated on the chapters noun kinds, noun numbers and noun genders. Do everything each day one chapter. And for class 5, up to this portion, up to this particular date, today we are recording this lecture on 16th of May, 16 May, আজকের এই ডেটে দাঁড়িয়ে যে আপলোডটা আমি করছি এবং তোমরা যে দেখছো, তোমাদের টাস্ক থাকছে উইদিন নেক্সট ফিউ ডেজ The tasks from the book that you will inscribe in your C2 will be from nouns, numbers and noun genders. Video recording এর একটাই সুবিধা, you can pause and rewind wherever you want. Thank you so much. See you soon in the next class, in the next lecture. Enjoy your vacation and enhance your academic progress whatsoever the situation is.